What we are listening now is the bells of the church. They were explaining to me that the church was built in the year 1901 and finished 1903. There is no special name designation to the church, it's just the church. We are inside the church. I'm gonna show you around first, and then we're gonna go for in parts because the church has a lot to tell. There are two parts of the paintings. The first part, the one you're watching now, was painted by Giovanni. Someone is helping me just to say the name right. And it's showing Leslie is doing a miracle, producing water out of the rocks. This is a legend showing him in this picture. This side of the wall, you see also painted by Giovanni. You can see Janos Capistrand with open arms. The front part of the was painted by Ava Novak. This was done in the year 1933. That two different painters had different works. The center between the front part and the second was painted by Sumpf Ibram. He made a translation between the two other artists. You can see it on this side, the transition, and the front part. If you watch, you can see that on the left side is more the description of heaven, and on our right side is more described like hell. I'm coming a little closer and I'm going to show you something really interesting. If you see the faces on the right side are of the people that at the time didn't give money for this work. And the people that donate money, that support this work, were painted on the left in heaven. The faces of the figures on the wall represent people living at that time while this painting was being done. On this paint you can see Ova Novak is the figure to the most right. He is one of the painters I showed you before on the two walls at the beginning of the video. The windows were done by two German manufacturers, artists. The representation of the Last Judgment is what you can see in this wall. From what you see now, the plans of these drawings were sent to Pablo Picasso and to Paris, and he had the chance to study the drawings. At the beginning, I said the church didn't have a name, but I was wrong. The name is St. Andrew. The church's name is St. Andrew. What you see now is the old chapel, the first one built in the town in the year 1110, as you can see it there. And the cross on the top, what you see there, is the one we can find here. This cross used to be on the top of the chapel. This paint, the one in the center and the very right, were painted by Stone Paul, artists from Evers still living in the city. The name in Hungarian is Kőpál. And he lives in the city of Evers. Now we are in a truffle museum. We are in this truffle museum, and this city is considered the center of the production in the world. Here was Dr. Holos Szlászló working, and they built this museum 15 years ago to Dr. Pratik Sultan was one of the founders of this museum. Truffle is found by dogs, they say, because they can smell this better than we humans. So they use dogs for finding the truffles.
Sokan jöttek már, hogy milyen tanácsot tudunk adni, tehát itt van a tanács tulajdonképpen.
These two maps are really good for people who want to grow truffles because they help them which is the best place to
összevetik a két területet.
Okay. So they collect the truffles with this special equipment.
This is used for to collect the truffles? Yeah? Uh-huh.
They cut it with this special.
Ah, okay, yeah, uh-huh. And where do they grow? On the ground, on trees, or?
Hol nő a szarvasgomba?
Erdő.
Yeah, of the
erdő.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nagyon szereti a folyógalériákat, folyómedrek.
The bank of the rivers.
És nagyon ritka esetben már fűzfát is találtak. Fűzfal. Hát az nem van. Na, tehát akkor ez a ültetvényeseknek szól, ez pedig, amit én a legeslegszebbnek tartom, legértékesebbnek a múzeum, ezt is Olaszországból kaptuk. Végre valakinek eszébe jutott, hogy ide teszi az 1 centiméter. Hogy mekkora. Most egy nagyon szép, értékes bemutató, mellette mindegyiknek ott van a bélrendszere, mire ketté van metszve, és mellette ott van mindegyiknek a spórája. Amivel végül is szaporodik. És látni azt, hogy mindegyik más, itt fajokról beszélünk, és nem fajtákról. Mint a kutyáknál, hogy van egy kutyafaj, és akkor a kutyusok fajtatiszták-e vagy sem, mert ilyen gondolatokban vagyunk rögtön. Ez mindegyik egy faj. A legszebb része ennek az egésznek ez a kis tégla a lapba sűrített valami. Tetszik látni itt az alany. Az alanynak a hajszálgyökerein alakulnak a bizonyos képződmények, a tüffelek, és amikor kialakul innen, ez a bekeretezett kép ki van ide helyezve, hogy lássuk, hogy ezekből lesznek a szarvasgombák, amikor megérik. Na most, ha megérik és a szarvas vagy a disznó nem kaparja ki, akkor ez ugye túlérik, a szél, az állatok taposása levegőbe kerül, és akár elviszi 5-15 kilométerre is a sporákat, és ami nagyon hasznos az emberiség számára, már akik ezt keresik és gyűjtik, mert nagyon értékes. És mutatja ugye, hogy aztán úgy a jó értelemben vett fertőzés visszakerül a talajba.
He's explaining the
growing of the truffles.
okay. Okay, this is the stages of the truffles.
De nagyon szép dolog, ezt érdemes így, egész közelről érdemes fölvenni. Akkor adtam neki egy ilyen preparációt, és azóta is hál' Istennek szóltál. De így is néz ki.
The truffle. This is the first stage, like you say. This is the way you find it on the ground.
Így van a föld.
Így van a földön.
Yes. It's very light.
Dieses Stück, circa 28 deka. 28 deka körül.
Used a special material.
Negyed kiló.
Dr. Holos Laszlo was studying the truffles and he found about 68 different species. A quarter of them we can have and we can eat, like the one where they're good for eating. Now we are going to see the Hyper Park. This is International Police Association Park. 78 countries are involved building this park. What we see is the monument in remember Mr. Arthur Troop, who was the founder of this International Police Association in the year 1950. Here we can see a list of the countries joining this club. There are 78. They are kind of hard to read, but I can go slowly through some of them. In the future, it's supposed to be an entertainment park right here. The park is 75 hectares big. The stones will be used for building, producing some monument. It's not decided yet what they will do with the stones. I will tell you more later. What you're gonna see now is everything supposed to be used in the summertime, so don't be surprised if it looks like empty or not many people around. These houses are for renting during the summertime. The mayor of the city, Mr. Sabo Laszlo, was telling me that they want to cover this swimming pool and also this part where the sauna is, so that we can have the possibility of enjoying the water also during the winter. The city runs this thermal bath and it's the major income source for the city. Back in the time, this was the first swimming pool for kids. The thermal bath started to work in the year 61. They were looking for oil and they found water. This used to be the main swimming pool. Now is the swimming pool for the kids. 5 years ago they built this building. Here is the water information. Like I said, this has room for about 1,000 people. So in the summer is the main center of reunion of the town. The temperature of the water in this swimming pool is between 22 and 27 degrees Celsius. They told me the water is 38 degrees hot when it comes from the ground, so they have to cool it down to be used in the swimming pool. If not, it would be too hot. From here I can give you a panoramic view of this place. It opens, I think, in May. Information about the city and the thermal bath can be found in the link I leave below. As you imagine, this can be very fun during the summertime. I guess it's a lot of people here. The temperature in this part of the park is between 26 and 30 hot.